First, Mr. Woodson, I want to thank you for being who you are. You've been so inspiring, and you've helped me personally in my thought process and in the way that I do things. I personally want to reach out and help and make a difference. And sometimes it's real hard to know how you can make a difference. But when I heard you speak and some of the conversations that we've had, it's really given me, from the things that I've been doing, emulsified it and made it even larger. So we, with Hope of Utah, we love the fact that we're affiliated and that we're involved with what you're doing.
Well, I'm excited to be of help to groups like Hope for Utah, because I see the group as a gathering place for Josephs, effective grassroots organizations whose leadership is really solving the problems of the community in ways that only they can do. 70% of the problems and challenges faced by grassroots Joseph organizations have been successfully addressed by people like you and others. And by bringing them together, they get a chance to share those solutions with one another. And as a result, everybody is strengthened.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'm delighted that the Woodson Center is partnering with Hope of Utah to bring about change in Salt Lake City and other places in the state.
I'm going to say this, but I'm going to let you come behind me and fix what I mess up. And that is, when I heard you talk about the Josephs and the Pharaohs, like the Josephs are those ground roots people that are in the communities that have a heart. They've gone through some things, they've done some things, and now they want to reach down and mentor those that are in the community and make a difference in their lives. They have the passion, they have the love, but they may not have the funding. They may not have the wisdom of how to build a website, of how to do the mundane things, but they have the skills, the gift, and the passion. And the Pharaohs are the ones that come in to support. Rather than having people that are really good intentioned, just throw money at it and not really solving the problem. But we already have the Josephs there to do it. How would you explain that?
Well, because the way I explain it is it's like the principles of the market economy. Entrepreneurs are only 3% of the people in America are entrepreneurs, but they generate 70% of the jobs.
Yes.
Because most of the innovation occurs on a small group of people, but their impact can affect the whole society. Well, I think Josephs are social entrepreneurs. They're able to convert kids and do things that others can't do. And so, and what entrepreneurs need is a venture capitalist, somebody with money and administrative ability. And that's what a venture capitalist brings. So the Woodson Center acts as a venture capitalist without capital.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing.
So we come in, we bring access to capital.
Yes.
We know how to raise money that can be directed to growth, but we also provide training and technical assistance. So you're good stewards with money. Absolutely. It's fine to have passion, but you got to have competence too.
Yes, yes.
So it's where competence and passion meet. There needs to be Hope for Utahs all over the country.
Absolutely.
And just like what the center is trying to do is unite Pharaohs with Josephs, that's exactly the model that we should be following in every city.
Absolutely.
This country is going to be saved only by a reformation that comes from the bottom up.
Now, let me ask you this, Mr. Woodson. What's the problem? What is the problem when when government gets involved trying to make the difference by throwing money at what they see as a problem?
You know that the human body is oriented towards health. And that's why the greatest antibodies are drawn from the sickest part of the body.
That's right. That's right. Yes.
And anytime you try to impose a transplant on the body, what is the reaction? It's to push against it.
Yeah,
reject it.
Yes, absolutely.
Because an effective cure is to enable the body to heal itself. So if I'm a doctor, what I want to do is strengthen your body so your body heals itself.
Wow.
And transplant should only be used as a last resort. But government takes solutions that are the last resort and makes it the first.
I thought I asked a question that caught you off guard, but was I wrong? Man, that is a beautiful answer. I'm going to use that.
Yeah, I mean, think about that. If you went into a doctor's office and you said, I have heart palpitations, you know, he said, well, we need a transplant. You'd run out of there.
Absolutely. That's the last thing I want.
Effective medicine always proposes the minimum intervention. Well, try resting. Try some mild drugs. In other words, you try the very minimum because you want the body to heal itself.
Absolutely.
But what we do in low-income communities, the moment we see a problem, we want to impose an implant. And the implant always gets rejected, and that's why the more we invest, the worse the problem gets. We spent $25 trillion in the last 50 years on poverty programs, and conditions are worse. That's because our approach is wrong. We need to go find out who is already addressing the problem or who has the trust and confidence of people suffering the problem. So whatever cures are recommended will be accepted.
So what we're doing at Hope of Utah is we're taking those that are already in the community,
Right.
who are who have experienced the problem and have somewhat overcome the problem,
Exactly.
and they know the pain and they know how to reach in and help because they've been there.
That's the cure. That's the proper way of assisting the rebirth and resurrection and reform of communities.
So, Mr. Woodson, we want to thank you
All right.
for all that you do and who you are. Just know that we love you here in Utah. I love you personally. You're like, you're a mentor to me without even realizing it. Thank you for being
We're delighted to.